Did I even start recording? I don't think it did. Oh, it did. Hello, everybody. Oh, let me get actually onto the page. I'm gonna have to edit this, aren't I? Ugh. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the video. In this video, I know it's been a bit since I've posted, but we're gonna be talking about we're gonna be reacting to and looking at all the teasers for the 2022 event or preview event or whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't actually know what they're doing. I have not been keeping up with Sea of Thieves very well over the past couple months, but hopefully we get some new good content here. So I'll be looking at this, and then I saw that they posted some stuff on Twitter too.
Sea of Thieves 2022 preview event, where we're going to give you a first look at some of the new and exciting things come to Sea of Thieves this year. We're going to be hearing from some of the members of the team here at Rare.
I can't wait for them to say 2022 is going to be our biggest year yet, after they said that last year, and it was not.
As they take you through our ambitious new plans for telling stories within the Sea of Thieves, and how we plan to make the seas feel more alive than ever. So stick around as we plot out the epic voyages ahead and delve deep into what's in store for Sea of Thieves in 2022.
I'm gonna be honest, I looked at some stuff that they had posted on Twitter, and I am not very optimistic, but I have not watched this video yet, so maybe that'll change.
Hello everyone. It's incredible to say that Sea of Thieves is bigger than ever. We've had over 25 million players play the game.
Open and uninstall.
And we recently announced that over 5 million players have purchased the game on Steam.
We started with the launch of Seasons back in January, which seems like such a long time ago now, and then went through to June where we revealed A Pirate's Life and released that into our world. And it was such a great moment for us as a development team to keep it secret, to keep it a real surprise, to be able to introduce those characters and those stories into our world, and for it to just be so seamless and such a magical moment.
We added new creatures and enemies for you to encounter in the Sea of Thieves
Yeah, and they're annoying as fuck.
world, like the Phantoms. These new characters.
Well, not those. The Phantoms are fine. It's just the spawn rate, man. It's just the spawn rate. You walk on an island and, oh look, there's 32 enemies on me.
Characters that have crossed over from the spectral realm of the Sea of the Damned. Crustacean-like ocean crawlers, each with new abilities, and of course, the shadowy sirens from the underwater world of the Sunken Kingdom. And players got to experience the Sunken Kingdom for themselves, diving down deep below the waves, exploring these mysterious
This was like the
siren
only good
shrines,
update.
each with their own look, identity, and mysteries to unravel.
And then with Season 5, we had our Tools Not Rules update, where we introduced so many different mechanics.
Oh yeah, so many different mechanics. You introduced 2 mechanics. You can sit, you can throw, you can shoot fireworks, you can sleep, and a cannon rowboat. Dude, that's 3 months worth of content right there.
That have just really kind of
morons.
enriched the whole sandbox, and we've seen so many great stories
I have used none of
from
it.
all of our players with everything that we introduced with that. You know, what that means is really that Sea of Thieves is
The only thing I've done is hit a kid in the face with a firework, and that's like it. That's the only cool thing. The firework's the only cool thing for that fucking update.
never been in a better place, and we think there's a real opportunity. It's really that Sea of Thieves has never been in a
guess
better
the
place,
seizure
and
warnings.
we think there's a real opportunity to do things differently as we move forward.
What, make good content?
Seasons have been an incredible framework for us in which to add new experiences and content to Sea of Thieves. And alongside that, we've been running numerous live events throughout the year. With all that said,
The live events are just copy-paste from 2 years ago. You're not running new live events. You're just running them again.
we still feel like there's something missing. We
Yes, good content.
want to make the Sea of Thieves world feel like a richer, more dynamic place where every time you play, there's always something new to discover and new adventures to embark upon. So we're going to be evolving and expanding how we update the game. So alongside Seasons as they are now, we're introducing 2 new ways that we'll be updating the game. Adventures and mysteries. So firstly, Adventures are story-driven live events. And these are released.
Okay, that is actually good. No, that's actually good. That's actually good. You know, actually story-driven live events that, what is it, you said 1 per month? That's not bad.
Basis of 1 per month, typically lasting around 2 weeks.
Okay,
Crucially,
the real question is it like actual tales, Telltale type things, or is it just shitty events where you have to do random bullshit?
Adventures are a chapter in an overarching story that's unfolding within Sea of Thieves.
Are we finally going to have anything happen with Flameheart?
Adventures will be more cinematic, and it will be a chance for players to immerse themselves in the world and the story.
What do they do to Golden Sands?
And have more of an emotional attachment to the characters in Sea of Thieves.
Okay, no, yeah, okay, it's what I thought it was. That's actually really cool. I really like that.
We want to appeal to players' hearts, get them to care about these places.
Yeah, make me give a single fuck about any character in this game besides Duke.
Get them to care about these characters, because
Fuck
when
Lorena,
they're
bro.
put in situations of trouble, players will feel compelled to act. You'll want to help out. You'll
Is that the...
put in situations of trouble, players will feel
Is that the fucking
compelled
Reaper's
to act.
bitch?
You'll want to help out. You'll want to
Just
save
the mask, I
them.
We
guess.
want to make players feel like they're part of this story, basically. It's
Yes, dude. We've been wanting more Tall Tale content. This isn't Tall Tale content, but this is basically the same thing, but better, I think. Because we're getting, what, one a month? One a month, that's awesome.
happening to the existing world, which has been really good from an environment point of view, because we're touching areas that haven't been touched in a long time. Things are changing and things are happening within the world. It kind of makes it feel alive.
Part of the way that we'll be telling this story is through ongoing cinematic lore trailers, the first of which you'll see later in this preview event. Each season also features a special adventure, a finale, that brings several story elements to a thrilling conclusion before the story then moves on in a new direction. And crucially, in key adventures, the community will be responsible for the outcome of that story. Based on their actions and the choice they side with, the outcome of that story will
Oh, that's actually so fucking sick. What?
be changed, and the world will change forever, and that will become part of the ongoing storyline for Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
This is very much about players being at the heart of their ongoing storytelling in Sea of Thieves, and being responsible for moving the world forwards.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Oh my god. Letting the players decide what direction the fucking story goes in, that is so good. Not all in its entirety, but what decision is made at certain points in the story.
So
And it's a
mystery
fully
is
open world
also
game,
something
too.
that we're super excited about. So these are going to be stories that players are going to have to work together to uncover. And this will happen kind of in-game and out of game in terms of clues being released, and that they will evolve kind of over a longer time period than a typical adventure will, because we're going to be kind of, you know, teasing and hinting and looking at how people are solving this. Are people figuring this stuff out? When's the right time to move this forward? But based on players really uncovering the kind of next stages of these mysteries. We've already seen little bits of this with some of the little stuff we've done in the past, like the runes and things, but this is going to be taken
The
that to
runes that I had
another
no
level
idea
in
what the
time.
fuck they
We've
meant.
been looking at other media, we've been looking at films, we've been looking at episodic TV, we've been looking at books and how they can tell compelling mysteries over time. And we've really been inspired by those. And we see certain genres fitting really well in terms of mystery telling. So you've got murder mysteries, whodunits, ghost stories. Certainly take inspiration from those kind of mysteries in
We
other
should get
media.
some Flameheart content.
I can't say too much about the stories we're going to expect from mysteries, but I will say this. The first mystery is going to be involving players solving the murder of...
Oh no,
well-known
not
character in Sea of
Duke.
Thieves.
It's definitely
It's really
Duke.
exciting.
We've
It's
heard the
definitely
feedback
Duke, 'cause he's
about
the
our
only
previous
good
live
character.
events, and for us,
They're gonna kill off the only good character.
this is about making
Is Duke even still in the game? Dude, I don't even know. I haven't played this game in like a fucking year.
them a
Well, played. I haven't properly looked at this game in like a year.
key part of the ongoing Sea of Thieves story. The best way to think about it is that seasons and the content within is now going to be explained by part of this story. The adventures and the mystery collectively form the ongoing Sea of Thieves storyline, with players at the heart of that unfolding narrative.
Seasons run every 3 months roughly, and they introduce new mechanics, progression, new rewards, new Pirate Emporium, new Plunder Pass, and the Emissary Ledgers are
Yay,
reset. So
Plunder
Season
Pass.
6, which kicks off in March, introduces a new mini-raid experience, which is introduced by
March.
the way of sea forts.
There'll be 6 sea forts around the Sea of Thieves. And in the sea forts, players will be able to battle phantoms and sea fort captains in order to unlock the treasury and all the rewards inside.
Unlike the
So it's just an above land treasury.
forts that already exist in the game, which are there to bring multiple crews together, sea forts are there to provide a more personal
To provide a more piss baby experience where you don't have to actually fight people. Yeah.
experience. So if you're playing by yourself or if you're playing with your crew and you can see a sea fort active,
Oh, okay. You can just see if they're active. They're not like always active.
you're not necessarily going to shy away from it. You know, as a challenge, it will be pitched towards you.
Not gonna shy away from it because you can't get fought. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
So these forts are brought through from memories from Sea of the Damned. So it's going to be really nice to see that again, because it's a big breakaway from what you're used to in Sea of Thieves, where everything's a bit more ramshackled. and
Yeah,
wooden
this is,
and
like,
brought
fully
about from
stoned up.
shipwrecks and such.
And there's 3 different types that we'll see in different seas. So in the wilds, there's prison-themed forts. These ones kind of are really gloomy and they have a lot of kind of chains and cages. That's been really cool from a storytelling point of view. We have really overgrown, abandoned forts. They've just been reclaimed by nature, basically. So they're completely overgrown, they're crumbling, and they've been ransacked. And then we've got the more kind of standard Spanish forts that you would expect to see directly from the Sea of the Damned.
When we're making these
Fuck
forts,
yeah.
we have to make good considerations
These do
into
look
the
sick,
playable
though.
space. We want it to look really well decorated, yet at the same time be functional as a playable area. So we've got lots of open space. There's quite a few choke points as well, so players can use that to their advantage and, stack up those phantoms and really, make use of your local environment to have the upper edge.
And then we'll
Actually
use
making
more
phantoms
kind
worth
of
anything.
detail and concentrate the dressing in between these areas, which is kind of like a breadcrumbing technique
do
to
look rather
bring
cool.
players from one area to the next, which means that they don't get lost easily. It still keeps the environment interesting while ensuring that they can still navigate properly and fight.
Ultimately, the reason why these sea forts, these naval stone sea forts, have found their way from the Sea of the Damned into the Sea of Thieves will be explained as part of our overarching story that's going to unfold throughout the rest of the year.
Ooh.
We're also
The
going
fuck
to be
is that?
introducing new pirate legend voyages, which are replayable,
Oh my god. Finally.
that will be different every time. They have a mix of challenges in there, so players can replay them as often as they
Pirate legend content that never happens. It's just 85 trillion gold fucking items.
like, and it will be something fresh and exciting each time.
Whether that's using new maps to uncover treasures, diving into the depths to explore shipwreck graveyards,
Oh,
or
that's so cool.
uncover
the graveyard?
treasures, diving
That's so
into
fucking.
the
That's so cool.
depths to explore
Why is it grainy? Is my fucking quality? My quality's all the way up.
shipwreck graveyards, or exploring onto haunted islands. Again, this is a big element
God,
of the
these are so
ongoing
cool.
grand
Oh, the
story
ferryman.
that we're going to be
I love
telling
them.
throughout
I love that fucking lantern so much.
2022, with Pirate Legends being responsible for this part of the story.
I think the big thing about adventures and mysteries coming into
It's
the
so,
game
like,
is being
dark
able
and
to, at
gloomy. That's
regular
awesome.
cadence, push the story forward, pushing characters and their storylines, their narrative forward, pushing the state of the world forward based on where the story is going, based on what players are doing within the story to push that narrative forward. It should help to make the world feel far more dynamic.
But alongside all of these amazing things that we're going to be introducing to the Sea of Thieves, we also know that there are questions, there is feedback that we have around certain areas of the existing game. Hit registration, which we know is an ongoing kind of question.
It gets worse every season.
Spawn camping or the solo experience.
Are you really about to? Bruh. You can scuttle your ship.
Or even kind of lost data and lost progress when we have
Oh yeah, the lost data, because you never recover it ever.
moments of issues with our live service. And so we're going to be doing a Sea of Thieves podcast specifically to talk
great.
about the kind of main hot topics that are ongoing as part of the Sea of Thieves community.
I'm going
that's
to
gonna be coming up
cry because they
fairly soon. I
fucking
think we have a
banned
date
people for
hopefully
spawn
running
camping. Just
across
scuttle
the
your boat.
screen right now, but we really want to take the time to talk about that in depth and at length.
February
So
11th.
with our
alright.
ambitious plans for the future, we are as committed as ever to make adventure the best experience it can possibly be.
By that means we're getting rid of arenas.
The goal with all of this is to make the Sea of Thieves feel like an ever-evolving, dynamic
Pirate legend content, that's good. Adventures, yeah. Mystery. Is there anything else though? Okay, that I don't like that. That scares me. That makes me think it's just gonna be a season of nothing, besides the adventures. That's cringe. That's cringe. Social options? Oh. What are you gonna make the option to make a fucking alliance server in 2 clicks?
Place where there's always secrets to discover, new experiences to have, and new.
And these are like the only
adventures to
2
embark
cool
upon.
things. Well, that's cool too.
We're so excited and we're more ambitious than ever for our plans throughout this year and beyond for adventure.
So in order to make the adventure mode as magical as it can be, we've had to reassess where we're going to be spending our time as we look forward.
Part of that is redirecting our development efforts from elsewhere to ensuring that we're making the improvements that
Are they actually about to get rid of Arena? Holy fuck, they're about to get rid of Arena.
matter to adventure. So as a result of this, and with our plans in mind for the future, we've made the difficult decision to close Arena in Sea of Thieves.
I don't want to watch the rest of this. This is so fucking cringe. Oh my lord. Give me a second. I gotta take a picture of this shit.
And it will be closing during Season 6.
It's pretty clear to us that majority of our players love to spend their time in adventure, and that comes across in the kind of data.
Okay, I like playing, I love playing adventure because it's cool, but like, I want to have the option to play Arena if I want to. I don't play it very often, but if I want to play Arena, the option should still be there.
And the time spent in
The only reason I don't play it is because they had stopped updating it.
in Arena itself. It's about 2% of our overall playtime is spent
I
in Arena,
fucking
with the rest
called that
being
shit. Oh
spent
my
in adventure. So
God.
ultimately, it's pretty clear to us where the majority of our community, the majority of our players want us to spend our development time.
You don't spend any development time on Arena. You don't fix anything. You don't update it. You don't spend any development time on it anyway. Why are you closing it?
And that is continuing to enrich the world of adventure, continuing to deliver amazing
At least maybe you should bring back voice chat so I can scream at people in game.
stories and moments and mechanics to our, our ever-growing community.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our incredibly passionate Arena community for showcasing that part of Sea of Thieves, and we thank you for all your support on the journey so far. You'll be able to read more about this on our website, but let me just say again, this has been an incredibly difficult decision for us to make.
They were probably like, hey, should we get rid of Arena? And everybody was like, yeah, probably. It was not a difficult decision, I'll tell you that right now. Nobody plays it, but I mean, I still want the option to play it.
But it's all about...
Because I don't always want to go, have to fucking find my fucking supplies and then go fight people. Because it's easier just to fight people in Arena.
making...
Because that's the whole thing I want to do. I want to fight people. It might not be, I want to fight people over stuff. If it's not over stuff, it's still not all as cool, but I can still have the option to just fight people in Arena. Because nobody fucking plays this game anyway.
Sea of Thieves, the best experience it can possibly be, and that we're directing all of our efforts towards making the game as unique and special as possible. So following the events of A Pirate's Life, with that mysterious castaway coming to the Sea of Thieves world and opening a way to the Sea of the Damned, allowing pirates to adventure inside, this has been seen by all of our major characters in the Sea of Thieves world. And in many ways, this has started a magical arms race between the forces of a renewed Captain Flameheart and the Pirate Lord himself. The nefarious forces that wish to do evil in the Sea of Thieves, they seek to control the Sea of the Damned, to destroy the veil between these 2 pirate worlds and...
Well, that's 100% going to be like next year's content. The veil's going to get fucking busted.
To bring them together. So let's take a first look at the cinematic trailer for our first adventure, Shrouded Islands.
Trailer. That's hot.
The Sea of Thieves is a wondrous place, where there are always new stories to tell. But like the turning of the tide, all of that could change. I can feel it in my bones. Evil is stirring. The Sea of Thieves is once again under threat. Flameheart seeks to regain his power. We must do all that we can to weather this storm. Only together can we protect what we all hold dear.
Are you done? Sit down, Ramsey.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know who the fuck this is.
I'll handle this.
I texted, you know, if you've watched any of my content, I'm sure you've seen Evan. I texted Evan a screenshot of them getting rid of arenas, and I just get a text back, wait, what the fuck? I'm gonna kill myself.
So our first adventure, Shrouded Islands, is coming to Sea of Thieves February 17th, and it's just the start of a bigger, grander story that we're in.
Wait, I thought... When is Season 6, then? I thought they started after Season 6. When does Season 6
Sea
start?
of Thieves as part of this. And to show you why we're so excited, we're going to take a close look now at our first adventure, Shrouded Islands.
Oh, close look. That's actually awesome.
So as you saw there in a cinematic trailer, Shrouded Island centres on golden sands and this mysterious fog that has rolled in. Players will be able to explore and abandon golden sands, learning more about what happened there.
So at this point in time, when the first adventure starts, we'll see that Flameheart has ominously retreated after all of this time in the Sea of Thieves. And at the same time, spectral activity is increasing. So one of the first things you'll see when you're taking part of these adventures is you're going to have Lorena speaking to you. You're going to have Lorena asking you to help out. And she is going to be sending you out to investigate Golden Sands, first of all. This is obviously the biggest threat on the Sea of Thieves right now. Golden Sands, the significant trading outpost, has been engulfed in this fog. Its inhabitants are missing. And Lorena is going to task you, first of all, to investigate.
If you're looking for adventure, I'll fill you in on all you need to know.
As an environment artist, it's great fun to go into an area and destroy it, basically. But it is one of the most kind of vibrant, well-loved islands in the game. So when you're doing it, you're sort of like, oh God, what am I doing to this place? But at the same time, it was kind of the perfect island to do it to because it was so perfect and well-loved. Everyone, that is the outpost.
What I really like about changing something that is pre-existing in the Sea of Thieves is that you can add history to an already existing area. When it comes to somewhere like Golden Sands, you can sort of play at the players' emotions because they love that area. I mean, I love that outpost. It's going to be a bit painful to see it in such a devastating state.
There's clear evidence that there's been a battle taking place, and it's quite obvious that the people, the inhabitants of the island, did not win that battle. They vacated the island, and this ghostly fog, the fog of the damned, has come and settled in over the island. Everything's very eerie, mysterious, and we really wanted to convey that kind of, that real mystery of what has happened here. This is not like a normal battle scene, and you can see that they've tried to defend themselves, and it's not gone well.
One of the key points for me is the tavern sign outside the tavern is just fallen down and split in two. And I think that really symbolizes just the state that the outpost is in at this point.
For this first story and this adventure, I think the sort of tone and emotion we were trying to convey was foreboding. So for these sort of shrouded islands with the fog of the damned, we've used the fog music that we already have, but we've introduced these other elements with a day and night cycle to it as well. So we've sort of incorporated that into the music as well, and used this theme that we've created for Adventure 1.
The adventure will take you across multiple other locations that are also engulfed in fog. And you will encounter phantoms, including a new phantom type that we're calling the Soul Flame Captain. He's a fearsome threat, and you will need to use the environment around you to take it on.
I asked Chloe if she'd be interested in writing some music for the Soul Flame Captains. And she was completely, as always, up to the challenge. She's used that first theme that we've been sort of framing the whole Adventure 1 in, but she's really cleverly sort of weaved it into her combat music. And it's a lot of complicated sort of time signatures, and even the chords that are sort of syncopated are calling out that theme. It's really nicely done. But it's got that pace and sort of urgency.
Well, that is really good music.
So Belle has been in the Sea of Thieves world and stories for some time, but this is their first appearance within the game. And she comes from the Sea of the Damned.
I had no fucking clue who this was, dog.
And unlike many of their characters, she's been around for hundreds of years. She's seen so many things within the spectral realm of the Sea of the Damned. And now she has taken this chance to help the Pirate Lord against this new threat from Captain Flameheart.
She has this necklace around her neck, which certain players might have noticed if you've got a keen eye. And that has a symbol on it which ties her into the Ferry of Damned. And she's appeared right now because there's a time of great need. The Pirate Lord is in desperate need of help, and she's come to save the day.
She knows so much more than she's letting on on what's going on in Sea of Thieves. So she doesn't have that kind of worldview that an ordinary pirate does. So it was almost like what I'm trying to convey with her theme was just sort of wondrous and quite majestic, I suppose, as well. And it's just this kind of as old as time theme I was trying to convey, I suppose, really.
Are you done? Sit down, Ramsey. I'll handle this.
We're really excited to be able to start this long narrative.
I'm
It's going
excited
to be an
about the
epic
narrative too.
tale for
Been a
players
while.
to experience. There's going to be cinematic moments. There's going to be lots of lore and narrative to get involved with. And this is just the start, really, of what's going to be a really exciting year for Sea of Thieves. It's going to be a real game changer.
I think for me, the most exciting thing about Adventures is this opportunity to tell an ongoing story at a regular cadence. We can tell a story that will give you those emotional highs, give you those emotional lows, make you want to come back to find out where that story is going. It will make players feel at the heart of this progression of the world of Sea of Thieves. And also, players will be able to look back after the time, see the scars of these stories. They will continue to exist as well, and players
that's
will be able
good.
to
That is good
remember
that they're not just gonna,
their
like,
place
it's not
in
gonna
the
be in a
history of
separate
Sea of
world,
Thieves,
like the
as well as wanting to
Sea
know
of the
where it
Damned
goes next.
Our plans for the immediate future are incredibly exciting, with new adventures, ongoing mysteries, and exciting new experiences coming to the Sea of Thieves world.
So as we look to the future of Sea of Thieves, we are all in on this new approach with the existing seasons, but then doubling down with the adventures and the mysteries, but also continuing to evolve the world and evolve the mechanics that are there, so new ways to progress and new tools. And we really believe that the future of Sea of Thieves over the next year and beyond is going to be incredibly exciting for us and for all of our players.
We hope you enjoyed this first look at...
No, I'm definitely excited about a lot of this. This looks really cool. A lot of this looks really cool, so I'm excited, you know? I'm actually kind of excited for an update. I'm not excited, I'm not too excited for a couple seasons away, but the adventures will be really, really cool, because I like the story-driven, I like the story-driven stuff for Sea of Thieves. I always have, so... other than that, that was 30 minutes long. Wow, that is a long-ass video. But other than that, that's all I got for this video. I'm really excited for this this new season. When is the actual release date? March 10th. But okay, so it's coming out on March 10th, but the first adventure is starting. It's either the first adventure or the first mystery is starting on February 15th or February 16th. So that's really cool. I'm really excited. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.